Everyone, it's me, Eb. Welcome back to the hot spot. This is episode 3, and I'm going to get straight into it. No intro today, just going to get straight into it because I am going to tell everyone about my story, my testimony so far, my journey in life, and how God really saved me and delivered me from this deadly, stinky flesh. So let's get right into it. So my story. My life took a turn at the age of 16. When you're 16, you're going through those times, and things just start changing when you're 16. It really does. And things begin to change for me at 16. So at 16, I get my first official boyfriend. Like, that's my boo. That's my man. That's what I thought. So I'm 16 and I have sex for the first time when I'm 16. I lost my virginity to him. And a few months later, I found out he's cheating on me. So I said, forget you. I'm too pretty for this. You ain't that cute anyway. She can have you. 16 talk. You don't know. You found your value and how pretty you are. So MySpace was out at this time, and I get a message from a guy, and he's like, "Oh, you're so pretty. I want to get to know you." Da 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 da. So we start talking through MySpace, and we hit it off, and then we start talking on the phone, and then I'm like, "Oh my God, I really like this dude. He's so nice." And then we met each other in person. So we wound up meeting each other in person. So we meet in person, and I was like, oh my God, I really like this guy. He's so nice. He listens. He's sweet. 5 months later, I don't know what happened. It's like his head went like do 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 do, and a whole different face came on the other side. It was just crazy. Like, he turned from this nice man to this evil person. Jeremiah. So he went from this nice man to this evil person, and it stayed like that for our whole 2 years of our relationship. And he was very, very mean. So in that relationship, that's when my brokenness really began. I mean, I was devalued. I was cursed out. I was mentally, physically, emotionally abused by this young boy. I mean, mind you, we were only 17, and I felt like we were in a 50-year marriage, miserable marriage. Like, really, anybody that looked at us always said, y'all don't got like a teenage love. It's like some type of, it's different. Like, it was just too mature, and it was just very intense. And he was very, very mean to me. He would call me all types of names that I wouldn't even call my worst enemy. So in December 2009, I come home on my winter break. I finished my first semester of college, which he did not want me to go to. He was talking, like, calling me all types of names because he did not want me to leave. But that was a promise I made to my mom. And I made to myself. So I stuck to it and I went. Plus, I did not really want to be around him anymore. He was like irking me, but I kept. The reason why I stayed so long in that relationship wasn't because I was more so like insecure in myself. It was more so the fact that I held on to this person that he showed me in the beginning, and I was like, he gotta go back, because this is who he showed me, but he never did. So I'm home on my Christmas break, and it's December 29th, and it's like 2:30 in the morning, I think 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm leaving his house because he's speeding down the street because he mad because I found out he was cheating on me. And at that time, I really didn't care because I was actually talking back to my ex. So I didn't care. And I think he kind of knew that. So he was just really mad at the fact that I was so calm and I wasn't really irritated. So long story short, we get in this really bad accident, and his friend passed away in the accident, and life just went total left. It got so dark. It was dark already, but it went pitch black. I could not see myself at all after that accident, because after the accident he became even meaner. Like, I couldn't believe. I'm like, you almost took my life and you angry at me. So I was very, very hurt from that relationship, very broken, very angry, very bitter. I really literally became him. And and in 2010, that's when I went into partying, I went into drinking, I went into uh I had a different dude every other week. Like, I was talking to different guys I was like recycling them, like, just like crazy. I was talking to so many people because I refused to face my reality. I was hanging around with people I knew didn't like me. I was hanging around people I knew were using me, but I did not care because I was like, anything or anyone that can take me out of my reality of my brokenness, I am going to give myself to. So I began to give myself to men after men, but I was mean. I mean, as soon as we slept together, once we were done, get out my house, move, you gotta go. And I became like this whole mean person because I became so angry at men, because I'm like, y'all hurt me, my father hurt me, my first boyfriend hurt me, my next boyfriend hurt me really badly, and only thing I want from y'all is sex, and y'all can get out my house. That really became my mindset. That was the trick of the enemy to say, yeah, give yourself, your body to them, and I'm really gonna make you think that you can just give your body to a man, and you have and you just go about your life, when in reality that wasn't the case, because I was getting soul tie after soul tie. So some were really just that, like, I'll get some and we do it and you can go about your business. But some was like, gradually became, I became to get, I got feelings for it. So long story short, I got soul tie, I got stronghold after stronghold after stronghold. So now we at the end of 2010, going to 2011, and I'm at my friend's Christmas Eve party, and this guy comes in there, and he's, we're drinking or whatever, and he wanted to talk to me, and I didn't want to talk to him, and then he got mad, he tried to bust on me, and talk about me, if people don't know that. Try to talk about me, and I'm all like, oh, you got the wrong one, because Ebony ready. So I'm, going back and forth with him. He get mad, and he goes out in his car and get a gun, and he comes back and he puts the gun in my face. So Ebony was gone. I said, I'm out of here. He ain't shooting me, not today. So anyway, so that's the end of 2010, and I'm like, why is this keep happening to me? 2009, I get in a car accident. 2010, I'm about to get shot up. What is going on with me? Why are you allowing this to happen, God? Why are you allowing this to happen? So I became angry at God, because I'm like, you can control this stuff and you're not. Why aren't you controlling it? So I became very, very angry and rebellious. So I'm in 2011 now, and in 2011, in the beginning of 2011, I'm getting nauseous, I'm getting sick. I'm like, what is going on? So I come to find out that I'm pregnant. I'm like 20 years old, and I'm pregnant. And I'm pregnant by a one night stand. So I don't know the guy. I knew his nickname. I didn't know him. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I am 6 weeks and 6 days pregnant. What the heck am I going to do? So I went into a very deep depression. I isolated myself. I didn't want to talk to no one. I just cried that whole entire pregnancy. Really just cried. And for a while, actually, I didn't go to the doctors because I was so ashamed. And I felt so guilty for now being pregnant and bringing this child into my brokenness. I was just so hurt. So I was like, anything that will anyone or anything that will make me face my reality, I'm going to just cut them off. So when I went to the doctor's offices, they will always ask me, so, how's the father? Did you tell the father? And instantly I said, I'm not coming back, because I can't deal with this. I can't deal with the fact that I'm having a child by a man that I don't even know, that I had a one night stand with, and now I'm pregnant. I'm having his child, and he don't want it. He don't want nothing to do with it. He's talking about I'm this, I'm that, and I was nothing. So it was just too much to face. I know people like, whoa, like, how could she not go to the doctors? Until you understand that guilt and that shame, don't judge. Do not judge. This is my story, and this is why I'm telling it, because this is someone else's story, and this is going to set you free. So anyway, I have my son September 2011, and he's a blessing. And he brought back life to me. And a lot of things, started to look up for me again. I'm like, okay, I'm a mother. I didn't want to be a single mother, but that was my reality, so I had to face it. I was raised by a single mother, and she was very strong and an awesome mom. I love my mom. And so I had an idea, and I always seen single mother, strong single women. That's not what I desired, but that was my reality, so I had to face it. So I, stopped drinking, smoking. I stopped partying, all that other stuff. And I stopped hanging around with certain people. And I just like, nah, I'm just going to focus on my son. So like a year and a half, I just cut a lot of people off and just was like, not purposely, but I was just focused on raising my son and being a mom. So like a year and a half later, my son, was a little bit more independent. He was a year and a half, So his sister was like, okay, I can start dating again. Didn't I go back into the same stuff that I was in? I didn't go back to, doing all that other stuff, but every guy that I talked to, I slept with. I could not sleep with someone. I had to sleep with them. It's like, it's like in order for me to have felt like they were like, to show them my worth, I felt like I had to lay down with them. So I continue to get soul tie after soul tie after soul tie again. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is still happening. Why can't I control this flesh? Why do I feel as though, why can't I chill and Netflix with a guy and not have sex with him? It just was not happening for me. I just continued. At the end of the night, I was having sex. I just could not control it. I'm like, what is going on? So anyway, long story short, so now that was between 2013, 2015, where I woke up on Easter morning and I was laying next to a guy that I was sleeping with for like the last 5.5 years. We were cool, but we was sex buddies. And I just woke up and I'm just like, I look over, I'm like, who is this dude? Like I did not know what happened to me. I don't know what happened to me where like something clicked and I just seen a whole different person. It's like I seen him for who he was, but I didn't know him. I just did not know this person. So I was like making up all types of lies and trying to get this dude out of my house. I said, I gotta get him out of here. Like I gotta get him out of here. So he got out of there and I started bawling, crying. And I, was listening to my pastor on live stream, and he was like, you're looking for love in dark places. And I'm like, oh Lord, I just can't do it no more. Jesus, I just want you. I want your best for me. I want love. Why can't I get it? I deserve love. I want love. I'm tired of just sleeping with these men, and that's all I am to them, is a body. I'm so much more than that. What, Lord, I'm yours. So God, took me in, he comforted me, and he said, let's do this thing. So ever since April 2015, I have been celibate. I have been living holy. It was a tough road at first, from mentally, the images of sex in my head, the thoughts that have corrupted my mind for so many years. I had to fight past them, and I fight past them to this day. It is definitely an everyday thing. Don't think because you like, oh, I gave myself to Christ, I'm freed. I'm not gonna think about none of that. No, you're gonna think about it, but you just have to know you have the power to fight through it, and you have the power of God to help you get through it. So I come here tonight and show you the brokenness of the flesh and what God can do and how God can use you. I am now a founder of the founder of Wisdom is Her Name Ministries, the founders of Sisters in the Process, and now the Hot Spot, and so many other things I'm sure God gonna have me doing. And today I just ask God to use me and to use me to help other women fight this flesh. I never thought God would use me to speak to women and to single women about living holy and giving your body as a living sacrifice. I never thought he would use me in this way, but I'm so glad that he did. So if you see my post and you like, oh, that's just too much, or why is she talking about that? That's not Christian. I don't care what's Christian. I'm telling you the word of Christ. I'm telling you the word of God. So if you see it and it's convicting, change it. Change the conviction. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at God. Get mad at the enemy that is using you to destruct your own life. This is why I do this, because I love you and I hate this flesh, because I know that what happens with this flesh is nothing good comes out of it. Nothing good comes out of it. So get God's best. Wait on God's best. And no matter how your story is, or how broken you was, or how broken you are, God is always there to accept you back and love on you. So I pray that my story helps someone. Like I said, this is just the beginning of my journey. I got so many other things that I'm going to go through. So many other things that I'm going to witness. So many things I'm going to learn and I'm going to be blessed about. But so far, this is my journey. And I'm thankful for my journey. And where God is bringing me is going to be so amazing. And I'm excited to be able to, do this with you guys. And I just pray that you continue to support me and encourage me as I embark on this beautiful journey of mine. And I love you all, and know that you deserve God's best. We all do. We all do. And nothing good comes out of feeding the flesh. You must feed your spirit. Allow your spirit to become bigger than this flesh. I love you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Flow through my lips, your work move through my